Hello, friends. This is Thaddeus, welcoming you tonight's Going Nerdy last minute live stream. Although it's not last minute. I do want to apologize for my last attempt at a live stream. It did not go the way that I planned. About 20 minutes in, my youngest decided that she wanted to throw up a bunch of ribs. And so, long story short, that's what I did. I cleaned up some ribs and had to spend some time with my youngest to kind of keep her from, like the job of a dad, Anyways, tonight, I want to show you real quick. I did win. As I mentioned in the previous video, during that previous live stream, he did not set a full defense. He put 4 on his back instead of 5. Now, there were a couple of close calls. I've got to say that it was interesting, to be 100% honest. There were a few moments that I was actually a little freaked out because I made some bad choices. I was able to full clear. I didn't get the most points possible. I was getting a lot of 54s and 55s. But there were a couple that I got like 50s. And so I'm going to try to not make the same mistake. But I will say one of the things that I'm also trying to do, if I can pull it off, I would like to get some of these feats. Now, I am not typically one who aims for the feats. But I would like to give it a shot. I'd like to give it a go. And so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try for Kyber. Legitimately put forth my best effort. Now, Dimon, however you want to say his name, is interesting setup here. Okay? He put some very weak teams up front. That's the top here at the bottom. I mean, a little more powerful. We do have a Relic 4 Maul. We've got these guys. I mean, we've got some strength. I'm not saying that it's, the end all be all, but I want to show you what this guy's roster looks like. I mean, he's got Sith Eternal Emperor. I mean, this is not someone who doesn't have the goods. He's got the goods. He's got the goodies. So either he kept them from offense. Oh, balls. Hold on, guys. I forgot to invite the Nev. Let me bring him on real quick. Which means I'm going to mute my video. You'll still hear me talking. But, my personal webcam is going to... Whoop. There's me. Hold on. Zoom. What's up, Dark Jitties? Let's see if this works. Ow. You guys don't know what's going on. Boom, boom. Oh, there it is again. All right. Hold on. You did send me a Zoom link. That is correct. Hopefully the Pie Guy does show up tonight. Let's see. Let me open up Zoom. Zoom. Hello, Nev. Hello.
Okay, your camera's not on.
I know. It's because
you got OBS already running, haven't you?
Yep, I did.
Yeah.
I did. But
zoom. Yeah, I saw you. I was just chatting with Fortmore, so I said, "Oh no, I've got to go, mate. Thaddeus has gone live. I need to go and roast him while he does his GAC."
Because that's what you do. I mean, that's the best.
Yeah. I missed your round 1 and you won.
I did.
Do you know nobody has reported a loss yet?
Really?
I haven't seen anybody say, "Oh, I lost." Yeah, not one single.
Are they?
I mean, obviously people have lost. I just haven't seen a report of a loss yet.
Sure. And I'm wondering if they're just not, reporting it. So, boo-ba-doo.
Paul is 2-0 at the moment.
That's ridiculous.
I kid you not, he is 2-0 at the moment.
That is ridiculous. Paul is for those of you who don't know, who don't watch the Escape Pod cast, first off, you're missing out because it's a great show. Secondly, Paul is my nemesis when it comes to losing. What is going on here?
Yeah, Paul went live at about 7, and I'm like, what's going on here? This doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And he's doing his GAC, and I'm like, he's feeling confident.
Yeah.
He's clearly feeling confident that his account, that he can do more with his account after the reboot, that he's going to be able to take full advantage of his fluffy bottom. I'm
telling you guys, having the fluffy bottom is going to be beneficial from now on.
Oh yeah, having a fluffy bottom is gonna be definitely. And it is definitely gonna be beneficial.
And that's what I think we're seeing here. So like, Nev, you caught me as I was introducing my opponent's kit or crew. Hold on, let me actually boop. All right, there I am. I'm back. Let me look at this. So like all of this guy has got some really good characters. I mean, he's got Sith Eternal Emperor. He's got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Slacker is a Relic 8. Emperor is a Relic 7. I mean, these are not nobodies, right? But up front on his offense or on his defense, he's got some very low-level characters.
Yeah. Which means he doesn't have a fluffy bottom.
Yeah.
And he knows that he's got to keep more for offense because he's got more teams to fight.
Yep.
Because you're Div 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Correct, sir.
A lot more teams to fight. A hell of a lot more teams to fight.
Whereas, let me show you my front line. I won't show you my back, but I won't show you my backside. But based on the characters that I used today, we'll see. I did use Geos and my Separatists up top.
Did you not save your Geos for offense again?
I didn't. Not today. Not this time. Because I am going to try for some of these tasks. Feats. Tasks. Feats. Same concept.
Feats. They're not called tasks.
I know.
They're called feats.
I know. But so I've got my Night Sisters up top. I've got Geos, and I've got my Grievous team. Down here up front, I've got Mothma. I've got Padme. I do have an Old Republic team, right? But my Old Republic team, even though it's totally beatable, I mean, it's completely relict. I mean, they're up there.
Hang on a minute. Where did you put them?
Bottom front.
Oh yeah, no. Putting them on the bottom front is fine. It's a trap team.
Yeah.
Yes, there are a couple. Yes, it can be soloed, but the person, the character that is required to solo them, then can't be used in a full team to attack something that's on the back.
Exactly.
So it's a trap. It's a trap team. It's like, yes, you can do a solo on this, but then bearing in mind, you need to bear in mind that you're gonna have a bad day when you see what's on the back line.
Yep, indeed. So here on the back, here on the bottom from him, he's got Maul, Relic 4, Sidious, and Marauder, both Relic 7. That's
an easy team.
Is it? I've never faced it. So
I faced that it wasn't Marauder, it was Savage.
Okay.
So there was no Marauder in there, it was Savage. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head who I threw against that now. I honestly can't remember who. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna. Oh,
Go look it up, man.
I'll have to look. I'll have to look at my.
And then he's got
just quickly check, see if my opponent's. No, my opponent still hasn't attacked.
he's got a shock T with a relic 5/5s or relic 7/5s, and then a relic 5 Rex, and then he's got Chrome Dome.
Hang on a minute. I'm gonna have to get me notebook. I wrote all my counters.
That's a good idea. Listen to Nev,
So
folks.
I'll have to get me notebook. Yeah, it was my notebook that screwed me up from getting a flawless victory.
I'm gonna come over here.
I misread what counter I had to use against JKR. Let's see. I used yeah, no, the counter that I used is probably not one you're going to be able to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably not going to be able to use it. I used Basti GK Bindo.
Yeah, I don't think I've got GK. Let's see. I do have Bindo.
Yeah, don't hash together a team. I specifically put that against that team because I knew it was going to take a lot of hits, but I put Basti as the lead because they didn't even because they're stealthed. So you can't. They're constantly swapping the stealth around. So there's no way to target one person. So I was having to take a little bit off each of them when whoever wasn't stealthed, or if they were all stealthed, then I was able to pick somebody. So I knew I was going to be constantly hit by people who were stealthed. So I figured if I go with Basti, Bindo, and GK, the bonus protection is going to be huge. They'll never get through it. And they didn't. They never even got through the bonus protection.
Nice.
Savage was a bit of a pain in the ass, but
yeah. So I'm going to go up here against the...
Solomon Grundy's in the house. And
indeed.
It's another Solomon Grundy.
Different Solomon Grundy.
Different Solomon Grundy. I haven't fought it yet.
Different Solomon Grundy.
I will, hang on a minute. I will bring it up and I will let you know if he has attacked me yet, mate.
While he's doing that, I'm going to go after Geos with my Treya.
Yeah. Do what you know. Always do what you know.
Let's see. As you guys can probably tell, my voice hasn't fully recovered.
Why?
I don't know. Like I've tried to be, I don't know.
So
try to
Solomon Grundy
take care of myself, but still.
So Solomon Grundy has not attacked me yet, but he has auto deployed.
Ooh.
Your namesake
is not good.
Your namesake has auto deployed against me.
Oh.
Which absolutely sucks.
So I won, but I only got 51 banners that time. That was.
So I'm going to win, but I'm not going to get a full clear. I'm probably not going to get a full clear against that guy.
Let's see. So we've got Phasma. We've got Phasma, First Order Officer.
Ewoks.
Ewoks? My Ewoks are not Relic 5.
I discovered purely by accident that Ewoks are actually quite good against a Phasma lead First Order team.
Gear 12 and below, though?
Probably not Gear 12 and below, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I think they would probably have to be of equal relic or close to it.
Yeah.
Because it was I'm trying to think. My Ewoks are Gear 11, and it was a Gear 12 Phasma, a Gear 12 First Order Stormtrooper, and a Gear 12. I can't remember if it was a TIE Fighter pilot or if it was Fox. I honestly can't remember.
Yeah.
But they kept on killing Papaloo.
Mm-hmm.
They kept on killing Papaloo, and I just kept on reviving him. And yeah, we ended up, it's you know what getting beat by the Ewoks is like. It's death by 1,000 cuts, isn't it?
Yeah. which is the way that they tenderize their meat.
Mm-hmm.
It's, it's a slow tenderizing process.
Oh, that's a good point. I'm going to have to look on that poster and see if there are any. I got the most awesome thing. I was out thrifting and garage sailing it today, mate. I got some awesome stuff.
Yeah?
Like truly awesome stuff.
I'm going to use bounty hunters.
I got 2 figures. I got 2 Star Wars figures. I got this little guy from a kid's toy box.
Who is that?
I have no idea what the character's name is. It's the Devil Horn guy from the Cantina.
Yeah.
I don't know what the species is. So I got that. I got that for 25 cents. I got this for 25 cents.
Who is that? Luke.
It's Luke's. I got Luke for 25 cents. I got more bobbleheads.
Oh.
I got
more of those bobbleheads.
Yeah. I got Vader, and I got Boba.
Nice.
Yeah, I got this.
Oh, doesn't it have a little Lego piece at front?
It doesn't have the Lego piece at front, but
that's the worst.
But it does have like every character you could possibly imagine in it. It's just absolutely
awesome.
I mean, the glossary at the front, it's episode 1 characters, episode 2, Clone Wars, episode 3, Rebels, episode 4, episode 5, episode 6, Legends.
Really?
Yeah. There's the Legends are Darth Revan, Jace Malcolm, Darth Malgus, Jedi Consular, Jedi Knight, Old Republic, Sith Warrior, Republic Trooper, Satel Shah, T701, Sith Trooper, Ithorian Jedi Master, Jek 14, RA7 Protocol Droid, Bounty Hunter, R4 G0, Special Forces Clone Trooper, V-Wing Pilot, R2Q2, Glenn Merrick, Juno Eclipse, Battle Damage Darth. Oh, it's got like everything.
So there was an announcement recently that something with Lego. I missed the actual like what the announcement was.
Yeah.
But it's something to do with like Lego doing a conference or something, and it sounded spur of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But if they do it, then the it was, I don't know if there's a YouTuber that I watch, Star Wars Meg, just a British lady who just always doing her stuff, but really interesting. But she reported on this as to what do you call it? Like that this is going to be a thing. And I don't follow the Lego stuff, so I don't know. But I'm very curious as to like what it means. Now,
that's not all, mate. I got more.
Oh, keep going.
Check this pillow out.
Oh my gosh.
How awesome is that pillow?
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Oh, so I got that.
Shakti.
And then I got this. And this I got this. I got Star Wars stickers.
Nice. I got some Star Wars stickers like that a couple of months ago.
I got some Star Wars stickers. So what I'm going to do with the Star Wars stickers is I'm going to stick them on a green screen sheet.
Oh, nice.
Take photos, and then I'll be able to use those green screen photos, just turn the chroma key on, and I'll literally be able to put just the sticker image on whatever I want in whatever background I want.
Which is awesome.
Which is the point of that. But this is the pièce de la résistance. So just a random box that says jigsaw puzzle, right? 1,000 pieces. So I couldn't figure out what it was, and then it's got this tiny little image on the side, right?
Okay.
And I'm looking at this tiny little image. I lifted up my glasses and hang on a minute, there's a Millennium Falcon on. Oh, hang on a minute, it's the Death Star. So I open the box, and the bag is sealed, which means all the pieces are there.
That is huge.
And then I opened up the little mini poster that's in it. And this is what's in it.
Oh, dude.
This is the puzzle. 1,000. The thing is, it's kind of like, it's a little bit tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
So there's the battle, but there's the saber battle. Like, I mean, it's going to be so difficult to show you this, but
Yeah.
there's a right at the. It's got like Easter eggs in it.
Oh yeah.
All over the place. Yeah. There's a guy abseiling down one of the gun ports with a tin of paint. There is a Wampa rug in front of Emperor Palpatine.
Awesome.
It's got all the bounty hunters from Empire Strikes Back in it. In one of the viewports, looking on the lightsaber duel between Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader in the throne room, is the Phoenix crew.
Really?
Yeah. In one of the little windows, in one of the corners, is the Obi-Wan Kenobi dueling Darth Vader. There is Han Solo running away across a gantry being chased by a cat. There is Leia and Luke swinging across an open thing. There is a big empty shaft, and down it you can see the two hearths of Darth Maul falling down it.
Nice.
Yeah. There is a stormtrooper in a garbage chute feeding the monster.
Nice.
Some of the surface of the Death Star are actual Lego pieces, which I thought was quite funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are 2 Millennium Falcons. There's a stormtrooper walking holding a balloon.
Nice.
You've got Leia in a detention cell. There's a plant. There is a restaurant and bar with stormtroopers and scout troopers and clone troopers in it.
Jeez.
Behind the bar is that guy from episode 2 that Obi-Wan Kenobi goes and visits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it Jax or Jex or?
Yeah, Jax. Yeah. I just can't wait to put this jigsaw puzzle together and put it.
That
I'm
sounds
put it
awesome,
in a frame
dude.
and hang it on my because but to the bag is sealed. So
That's
I know
ridiculous. That's
the
awesome.
bag is sealed.
So Solomon Grundy asks if there is an ISBN number on it.
Yes, there. Well, there's a barcode number on it. That's it. On the outside of the box. I think it's bootleg. I don't think it's genuine Disney.
Even still, that's pretty awesome.
There's a barcode number on it though, but I have no. But yeah, so that.
All right, I've beat the first.
I don't think I got anything else.
Okay, so I beat the first tier. Okay, the backside, and he has saved all of his great teams for offense. With it looks like one exception. He's got the rest of his Geos, and he's got gas up. So,
well, yeah, I mean, you know what to do. It's a 3v3 gas. It's not a 5v5 gas. There's a lot more counters to that gas.
Yeah.
There's more counters to that gas than a 5v5 gas. Like, for example, I mean, if a well-relicked CLS will chew through that, like.
Well, I just used my CLS team. So
you just used your CLS, did you?
Well, I tried. It was one of those things where it was like, I'd rather fail big up front, and
you want to go big or go home.
Exactly.
But this isn't an auto deploy. You can't think like that.
No, I know.
Do you look? You need to Paul's thrown the gauntlet down. You need to be matching him round for round now.
I know. Oh man. So here's the thing. I think part of the reason why I'm getting such these types of teams, I'm not in tier 1, I'm in tier 2, right? And I have an incredibly fluffy bottom, whereas a lot of my opponents haven't. So that first round, I think that first round was a fluke, to be honest. The guy just didn't set his defense. He set most of it except for one. I still would have beat him, but not. I think it would have been a lot closer than it was. So, let's see. I kind of want to. So, oh man, I want to go for some of these feats, but I am nervous. You know. Let's see. Let me look at it here.
Damn it! Completely forgot to do the bloody fleet climb on my main account. That was stupid.
So Rogue One and then Rebel Fighters. Those are the two that I think I could probably start working on now.
It's all well and good having a fluffy bottom. If you don't know how to use your fluffy bottom, it's useless.
Hey, I can shake my fluffy bottom like the best of them. Let's see. 85. This one, let's look at the Rebel. Let's actually look at Rogue One and see who I've got. No, had I thought about it a little better, I probably would have used it differently. But I'll do Rebel Fighters, and I'll use Wedge, Biggs, and Lando. Who do I want to use them against? I'm thinking I will use them against this bounty hunter team. Any news, Nev? It's been kind of slow.
Yeah, it's been quiet. It's been quiet this week.
I will
It's
say,
been quiet most of the week. Yeah.
Who was it? It was this Star Wars Meg that brought it to my attention. Kira is being brought back into the comics, and she's nice 52, not great, but still, I got part of that feat.
I thought you were talking about Kira then, because she is. Ooh, nice.
Yeah. But no. So Kira is in the first edition of the War of the Bounty Hunters.
Okay, interesting.
She steals Han Solo. Yeah. So
what? So.
So the premise of this the thing is let's do this. The premise is Kira or Han Solo is melting in the carbonite.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs Boba's like, I need to do something or else this guy's gonna turn to goo. So Boba takes a quick stop into Nar Shaddaa, and he gets his buddy to help him out for a cost, of course. But while he's helping his friend out, Boba gets stolen, or Han gets stolen. So Boba is going up against about like a death match kind of a thing, and they're like, "Well, I've got to go undercover to do this." And the guy's like, "Look, I've got some nano paint that it'll help you out." And then he goes, he's like, he walks up to the Coliseum and like, "What's your name?" And then it shows him all in black paint. He says, "My name is Django." And it's pretty awesome. I just finished it actually before I went live. So, when are the next requirements being released? I'm surprised they're not released yet. I think it's possible we could see them tomorrow. We haven't seen a lot from CG this week. There is an update that either just went live or is about to go live. So it's altogether possible we could see something there. But I don't know. I am shocked we haven't seen anything yet.
Anybody's guess.
Yeah. All right, so we're looking at we're looking at what's his face. Let's do some more bounty hunters. I don't know. Is that going to be enough? I don't know if it will or not. Let's do bounty hunters here against the Imperials. And I'm thinking Mando and Grief.
Conquest. Oh, I am 9 away from the silver box.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I need the silver box, which has got 36 in it because I only own 110 shards.
Oh.
So I've got however many hours left to get 1
13.
Basically, I've what is it? I need to win a battle with a full squad of dark side units twice in order to get 9. So I'm literally going to finish bang on the net because it's the I can't I don't have any GLs, so I can't get past Ray on sector 4.
Really?
So I've basically been going back and trying to complete as many feats as possible.
So
I've done the 3 feats per sector. I've done that, and I've got 4 or 5 feats for the entire event. And yeah, my God, it's the only problem is there are only 13 hours left, right? And the stamina on all my dark side characters is trash at the moment.
Really?
Absolute trash. So I'm just like waiting for it to hit a certain threat. I mean, I'm basically doing the Ewoks in Sector 1.
Yeah.
I'm just doing Ewoks in Sector 1. Sorry, not Ewoks, Phoenix, sorry.
Yeah.
What do you reckon would be easier, Phoenix or Ewoks?
Like which team to beat?
Actually, Ewoks.
It depends on who you got going. Like if it's...
Well, I'm going to use my 40 stamina. Let's see if I can find... Where's the bloody Ewoks gone? I forgot what sector they're in.
Let's do this here. I think it really depends on who you've got, who you're. I don't know. I'm going up against.
I can't remember what bloody sector the
Let's
damn
do this.
Ewoks
Let's
are
come
in.
back up here real quick. Isn't it in Sector 2 or something?
I've just gone through all of Sector 2.
Oh.
Oh crap! It might be Sector 4.
So I've got.
Oh no, there they are. Sector 3.
So I've got I was able to full clear everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have like any of the feats. I've not everything was a good win for me.
No.
And so man, my voice.
What is it that you would do? I don't get it. I mean, were you screaming or something?
Dude, I've been sick. Like this is just whatever sickness I had hasn't left. So I've been hacking stuff up and it's been gross. So let's see. I don't know. That's probably not good enough. Yeah, let's do it. I do have a ton left to use. This is the benefit of having a fluffy bottom. Let's see. Can I stun them all? Oh, so close. Let's go ahead and go after.
Okay. One match is in the bag. I've got 1 in the bag. I need 1 more victory with an all dark side team, and I am gonna get my Razor Crest to 5 stars.
See, I'm going after Ahsoka, just in case.
I do not care about Ahsoka. I mean, look, I've got Bam. I mean, granted, he's only gear 10 at the moment.
Yeah.
But because I just got Bam, unlocked Bam earlier on this week, the only reason, I was happy because I'm thinking I'm going to unlock Bam, and at the same time, I'm going to get my, I'm going to get my Razor Crest. I wasn't anticipating being stuck for the last 6 days on Ray though. Because I got to its chest, no problem in the last one. Ray is just not possible. It's just not possible. I've not found a way to beat Ray with the characters that I've got, which is weird because I was able to do JML and C last time with my JKL team. It was easy.
Really?
It just doesn't work against Ray because she's constantly putting damage immunity on her crew, and it's just impossible to kill them.
Yeah.
Even with and I've got the data cards that gives me 150% bonus protection.
Yeah.
It just disappears.
That's crazy.
Okay. One more fight. So
53. I used a Galactic Legend and still got 53. Let's see. Man, I really want to like try a Rogue One team out, but there's just why not Slacker solo? I could have done a Slacker solo, but I second guessed myself, to be honest. Yeah. So let's go here. No, let's do this. Let's come down. Let's do. Should have gone for the soul. I know.
There it is. I got it. I got it.
Versus
I got it.
Karth.
I got my 50 wins. There's my 9. And if I go and have a look,
This
current
Kylo.
rewards. I get 36 shards. Add that 36 to my 110. I go to 146 at the end of this event. Booyah! That's what I wanted. I can shut the game down until it's time to do GAC, which will be at some point this evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a show tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. You got to be prepared for it. You do have a show tomorrow.
Got a show to do.
Yeah. Dude, like I love being a teacher because of summers and stuff. That's awesome. This is only like the real like first summer I'll be able to fully enjoy. But like I've got vacations planned, like trips with like family trips all week or all month. Like I'm super busy.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find someone who wants to. I'm still trying to find someone who wants to road trip with me to Virginia for a festival. At the beginning of August.
NarcCon, right?
An Archon, yeah.
Anarchon.
An Archon. ANAR.
It's for you anarchist types.
Yes. Yeah.
Which
it's not strictly speaking anarchist types, because there's a lot of you get a lot of libertarians there.
Yeah.
And you get a lot of libertarians and freemen and constitutionalists, and you literally get all types of people.
Sure.
But and then you get people like me. You get voluntarists like me. Because this guy, somebody in Michigan who's interested in going just above Detroit reached out to me, because Detroit's only a $30 bus ride away for me.
Yeah.
So I could like meet him in Detroit and then we could road trip it.
Yeah.
It's Gore. Darth Gillis. Gore. Campsite. GORE. Google it. But he's like, I'm very, be prepared to, be potentially traveling with someone free thinking. And I just said to him, dude, I'm a bloody voluntarist. You don't get more free thinking than that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if I can get a lift from someone like that, I can get on the bus with all my camping stuff.
Yeah.
And then, because I wouldn't just take my camping stuff, I would take my podcasting stuff as well.
Oh yeah.
Not just so I could, do my Grand Arena if it was on that week, but I would hook up with the Cal, who does Liberate RVA, which is a group of people in Virginia. Who I'm friends with as well, because I'd speak to Cal and say, like, look, we have to podcast for the first time live from an Archon, and even if we don't do that, I can set up all of my stuff, the microphone, the cameras, and people we could go live on the Archon Facebook page.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, everybody, come
That
and
would
have
be
some
cool.
fun.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Welcome, Hermes, Project Solaire Noir, Black Sun. Welcome. Aldre, always a pleasure, sir. Nev, I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
Totally off topic. Not
Yeah, sure.
Star Wars related.
Yeah.
UFOs.
Yeah.
What do
What
you
about 'em?
think? Like these.
Well,
Well,
of
hold on,
course,
let me
they exist.
preface this.
They exist by definition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me preface this.
So you've got these things that are coming out like, oh, the government, and sometime in June, the U.S. government is supposed to like, hey, we're gonna release some stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we will get confirmation of?
Oh, look. Here's the thing. Why?
Why release it?
No. Are you what you're suggesting? Right. What you're suggesting is the premise that UFOs don't exist because the U.S. government hasn't acknowledged their existence. Why does the U.S. government legitimize their existence simply by admitting they exist? That is a ridiculous argument. Okay, that would be like, on the dark side of the moon, on the dark side of the moon, there's a crater from an asteroid, and everybody else has seen the evidence for it, but the American government goes, well, no, there's no evidence of it whatsoever. Does that mean it doesn't exist? Because other people have seen it, other people have seen evidence, other people have seen, evidence and proof that something exists. But just because the United States government doesn't acknowledge it, or it just doesn't exist, that makes no sense. It is a bunk argument. It is an absolutely bunk, flawed argument that just because the United States government does not officially believe in something, the existence of something, that it does not exist. That makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever.
No.
UFOs exist.
Sure.
There is evidence. I mean, this recent stuff that got released is completed out of bollocks, though. The
really?
duck, yeah, the duck one, that was ridiculous. It was a bird. It was the dot that was flying. The dot that the camera was following on the ocean floor. It was a bird. You could see the wings flapping. It was a bloody bird.
I have to go back and double check that. But...
Yeah, you're going to have to go back and double check that one. And then the one that was filmed off. Another one that was recently filmed was debunked because it was footage of an F-15 taking off, right? Yeah. And all they had done is changed it from the daylight camera where you see the aircraft taking off to heat sensor. So it just looked like this P-shaped thing slowly going off into the sky. And it's, oh wow, it's a UFO. It's like, no, it's the exact same video footage, but one is just normal footage taken of it during the day, and someone then applied a hot cold filter to the same image, which made it look like a UFO. So a lot of that's not to say that there isn't footage of or video evidence of genuine UFOs. It's just that all of the stuff that's been talked about in the past few months has been legitimately debunked. Yes, the Cove Campground in Gore, Virginia, Darth Killers. That's where an Archon is from the 6th to the 8th of August. That's what I'm hoping to go to. So if I get to it, you're going to have to meet up with me, mate. But yes, no. So here's the thing, do extraterrestrials exist? I would argue that they do probably exist. I mean, it would be, extremely arrogant to suggest for a second that they don't. But the question is, the the more important questions are, how long have they existed for? What technology? There's no way to know any of that. But have there been visitations? Here's the thing, we've gone and explored. We've gone and explored the moon, right?
Yeah.
Now we know that there's no life on the moon, but we have left Earth and gone and visited other locations.
Yeah.
So if we can do it to the nearest, celestial body, which is the moon, logic would dictate that a more advanced civilization can, leave their solar system, and, travel through interstellar space to another solar system.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily galaxies. I mean, I don't, that life
we've sent
does
stuff
exist
out
in other galaxies.
I mean, we've sent stuff out. I mean,
yeah, Voyager's no longer in our solar system.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. So yeah. So I think it does it exist? Yes, somewhere out there it exists. Will we ever, meet up with it and have interactions with it at some point in the future? Probably, but there's absolutely no telling when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
How long it's going to happen. And
sure.
That does not mean that I prescribe to the whole ancient. I do not prescribe to the whole ancient aliens thing.
What?
I do
that
not.
That guy's hair
to that.
hasn't swayed you?
No, absolutely not. Okay, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, and I always use the desert island analogy. I use the desert island castaway analogy. Okay.
Let's hear it.
So, the movie Castaway, right? Tom Hanks. So Tom Hanks, before he gets stranded on that island, he's got everything.
Mm-hmm.
Technology, planes, everything. The plane goes down. He gets stranded on a desert island. Why doesn't he, instantly revert back to the technological level that he's just escaped from?
Because he didn't have
Because he doesn't have it. It took him a lot of time just to make fire. So let's say, for argument's sake, that civilization 20,000 years ago wasn't where it is now, but it was pretty far along. They could make buildings and they could farm and they could travel and do all of that. And then an asteroid hits the Earth, or a tsunami happens, or some, extinction level event happens, wiping 95% of man off the face of the planet, right?
Sure.
Big, large structures would still exist. But what happens is, so a city with 50,000 people in it, all of a sudden has 20. Do you think that those 20 people are going to snap of the fingers instantly going to be able to revert back to that?
No, of course not.
You might have 15 people with no skills and 5 with basic skills. So you've taken 20 people that have lived in the lap of luxury and had all the advantages of, the technological advancement that humanity has 20,000 years ago, all of a sudden reduced to caveman status.
Mm-hmm.
You've then got to start humanity all over again from that point on.
Yeah.
So every 10, 20, 30, 40,000 years, right? It's entirely possible that, all of those, because people go, oh, these rocks and these buildings could not have been done by man. And I'm like, how arrogant are you?
Pretty arrogant.
You don't know what human beings were like 20,000 years ago. And then, what's to say that 20,000 years ago, human beings were technologically advanced to do all of that. And they got wiped out in some cataclysmic event. And the handful of human beings that were left had to revert back to the Stone Age, and it then would have taken thousands of years to then advance to another point.
Sure.
And then they could have been like all of the, like a lot of cultures in Central America, not wiped out by weather, wiped out by a disease.
Yeah.
So you got a population of 100,000 people in a city, and all of a sudden 95% of the population gets wiped out by a disease. Again, that civilization again reduced to caveman state. So every period in human history, human beings are reverted back to cavemen. I mean, look at all of the Armageddon type videos that we get, all of the end of the world type videos that we get.
Yeah.
Right? Something bad happens, and humanity is not, maybe not necessarily all the way back to caveman status, but the basics, you know.
Yeah.
And they have to scavenge for what exists, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all of the zombie movies.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, The Walking Dead, for crying out loud. The Walking Dead's a perfect example. You don't see power stations sprouting up all over the place. You don't see coal mining going on, mining for minerals to build mobile phones. No, you see them farming, foraging, and hunting, because that's what they do.
Yeah, that's
all they do in The Walking Dead is forage, farm, and hunt and survive. That's it. That is, for all intents purposes, caveman status. Sure, they've got the clothes that they wear and they can get bits and pieces. But you move forward 200 years on from where The Walking Dead is, and a lot of that stuff's going to have disintegrated to nothing.
I guess that's true.
That is why I do not prescribe to the ancient aliens. I mean, and a lot of people will be like, oh yeah, but what about the Nazca lines? You know, what about all of that stuff that can be, you know, seen from above? And it's like, yeah. So what are you saying, that, you know, we figured out flight? The Wright brothers, the Wright brothers figured out flight just over 100 years ago. You don't think human beings 20,000 years ago could figure out how to fly?
No.
Of course they could have figured out how to fly. If we figured out how to fly.
Yeah.
You know, and it all started with, you know, if you look at the invention of helicopters and the planes from the very basics up to when the Wright brothers actually flew, all they were doing was making wings.
Yeah.
You know, and it evolved from that. Propeller engines, gliders, you know, jet engines, all of that evolved over a period of 100 years. All it takes is the first person to fly.
Yeah.
Now,
So,
if the civilization in Nazca had learned how to fly, they would make themselves runways, would they not?
Yeah,
Wouldn't they make themselves? If you were a civilization that knew how to fly, you'd make runways.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
The
would.
Nazca lines could simply be the runways of the humans that lived during that era, because they had learned how to fly.
The ancient aliens.
Yeah, or
ahead.
ancient aliens landed and told primitive humans, make some runways for us and make them perfectly straight.
Yeah, you don't believe that's the case?
No, I don't believe that's the case. I believe that human beings were very, very, were evolved enough and smart enough collectively from the tens of thousands of human beings that would have been around at that time. Only takes a handful of geniuses and a handful of ridiculously smart people.
So, are you ready for my theory? Okay.
Yeah, and I agree with Darth Hizius. Bob Lazar was totally not lying, though.
No, not even a little bit.
I don't believe he was lying for a second.
Yeah.
So, working on, of course, if they were to get their hands on extraterrestrial technology, of course they would want to keep that shit secret. They're not going to announce it to the world. Because they want to be able to make advantage. They want technological advantages.
Because we're at war with other
geopolitical opponents.
Yeah. So okay. So here's my thought. Okay. So someone once asked me, like, are you more afraid of ghosts or aliens? And I said aliens, hands down. Or no, I said ghosts.
Aliens, yeah.
No, I said ghosts, hands down. And they're like, why? And I said, it's because I believe in Jesus. And they're like, what the hell does that have to do with anything? And I was like, it has everything to do with everything. All right? Because here's the thing. As people here on earth, religious people make a pilgrimage to Mecca or to Jerusalem or to whatever, right? And if you were to be an alien and you thought that Earth was the place where Jesus died, wouldn't you want to visit the place where Jesus died? It's all religious, man. It's like their Mecca. They're coming here. Or we're a zoo. I think a zoo is very possible.
maybe South Park got it right, and we're just a reality TV show.
I think South Park gets a lot of stuff right. Like a crazy amount of stuff right. But yeah, it's
really quiet for a minute then.
It did.
Oh, you're back in front of your mic.
Sorry, I moved the mic away, then I moved it back because. All right, so let's see. Pigs. I don't know. So I'm not familiar with Rebels. Phantom 2, or do I put in the Ghost first and Phantom as a backup?
What's the team you're going up against?
I'm cleaning up the Empire.
Oh, you're cleaning up an Empire team? How many left on it? Is the TIE bomber still left?
The simulation theory. Oh,
the simulation theory.
I love the simulation theory. Is the TIE bomber left? Let's take a look. No, I've taken out the TIE bomber.
Good. Then it doesn't really matter what you're cleaning up with. TIE bomber's the engine for that team.
Okay.
Well, just think back. Before the TIE bomber, the Empire team was pretty useless, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
I don't think that we're living in a simulation.
I mean, it'd be interesting. It's a very interesting concept.
I don't think we live in. I don't think it's like the Matrix. I genuinely don't.
So, okay. So here's the thing. You want to hear something funny? Like, first off, I've got to say that I absolutely love Ancient Aliens. It is my guilty pleasure, right? So anyone who's like, why do you like Mike Zero? Because I love Ancient Aliens. Mike Zero is the Ancient Aliens of Star Wars.
Yes, he is.
Right.
You told me that the Sith bomber was the Sith bombers. Oh, it's not
the Sith bomber is out.
Yeah, you do need to take out the Sith bomber first.
Yeah.
Because them concussion grenades are
they're killing.
Yeah, they're not fun.
Yeah. It's killing me, Smalls. So, yeah, that's why I like Mike Zero, because I like Ancient Aliens. But anyways, what was I saying? Simulation theory? No.
Yeah.
Was that what we were talking about?
Oh, no. No. You were talking about how you like Mike Zero because you like Ancient Aliens. And Darth Hideous hit us with a question. Do you think the government has worked out how to back engineer these crafts now?
So,
I guess even if they did, recreating the fuel would be another issue.
Yeah,
I mean, when you look at the technological advances humanity has made in the first world, just in the last 40 years alone, I mean, it's so much far. I mean, more advances have been made in the last 50 years than have in the previous, 10,000 years.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous how fast it is.
And it's supposed to be like way more over the next like 25, right? We're supposed to double over the next like 25 years or something. So here's the thing. I'm at my daughter's soccer game, right? The other day, like probably 2 weeks ago. And some random dude sits next to me and starts like talking to me about the most bizarre stuff. Nicest guy ever. Like really, really pleasant conversation. We talked about like language and like Norse mythology and like schooling and a bunch of other like random crap. And then we get on to Tesla, not like Nikola Tesla, right?
The company Tesla.
No, the inventor from the 19th century.
Oh, right, the inventor. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And like he's like, did you know that Nikola Tesla had patents stolen by the U.S. Like, just starts like throwing this stuff out there. And he's like, Nikola Tesla had all these things, and he talked about a doomsday device, and he had created apparently created like a doomsday weapon.
He referred to it as a death ray. Yes.
A death ray, right?
Yeah. And the United States government didn't steal the patents. Because Nikola Tesla was dead and he had no living relatives. When you die, and you have no living relatives, all of your assets are forfeited to the United States government.
Conveniently, right? Conveniently.
Unless you put it in a unless you will it to somebody else, and you put it in a will for somebody else, then it's like that scene from Parks and Recreation where Ron Swanson doesn't want to have a will, and his friend says, "All right, then when you die, the U.S. government will get everything you own," and he's like, "Give me that, get me to that damn lawyer."
Yep.
But yeah.
But it was just the weirdest thing. Like, I'd been watching like Ancient Aliens for a while and like this, but this random dude just comes up to me and starts talking about like all this crazy stuff. And it was such an interesting conversation. But here I am trying to watch my daughter's soccer game, and we're talking about like Swedish translations of I almost said Darth Vader, of Dracula, right? It was weird. Loved it. Loved the conversation, but just such a weird conversation. But anyways, Nikola Tesla had invented a number of things, and
some of the stuff he invented is awesome.
Yeah, but that was stuff that he invented in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Turn of the century stuff. Turn of the
he found he found
the direct current.
He invented alternating current.
There you go. That's the other one. Go ahead.
It was before alternating current that direct current was the way forward.
Yeah.
But not just that. One of the other really, really important ones that he found that's only now just really, really come into prominence is the induction loop. So when you put your phone on those pads, what refer to as wireless charging pads.
Yeah,
it's a basic induction loop.
Yeah,
that's all it is. It's a basic induction loop. It is technology over a century years old. It's a century old. The technology is over a century old, but it's only just recently come to prominence because somebody thought, hang on a minute, all of these devices are running off 5 volts.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we put an induction loop in the device and make the battery get charged via an induction loop? And everyone's like, you know what? That's a really, really good idea. Why don't we? Then we don't have to plug things in anymore. Yeah. So now there are so many things that can charge via an induction loop now. It's ridiculous.
It's insane. So here's my point. Here's the complete
crux.
Yes. If that was stuff that he did in 1910, and they took all of his patents, right? What have they been doing with it? Right? What is the government? What of these? I mean, we know that there's groups and whatever that have these projects, right?
Yeah.
It's.
Do you want to know? Would you like to know what the government's been doing with it? Nothing.
You don't think so?
No, because the government are either governments are negligent and or incompetent. Private sector contractors, the government doesn't know what to do. So they'll go, here's this patent or here's this device. Can you reverse engineer it and do something with it for us? There's not a government department. Yeah. The government goes to the private sector and says, "Can you do something with this?" If a UFO crashed tomorrow, right? And nobody saw it, and the government recovered the vehicle. Do you think they would take it to a government building with just government workers, or do you think they would take it to Lockheed Martin and go, "Can you get your wizard engineers to reverse and find out what this thing?" What do you think they're going to do?
Yeah, no, I totally get it.
It's the government doesn't do anything. The government, because the government isn't smart enough, intelligent enough, or organized enough to do any of this stuff, go to the private sector and they ask the private sector to do it.
Yeah, valid point.
And that's it. The reason why you've got these massive conglomerate, these global entities, that are in that run the military industrial complex, is because at one time or another in the past they will have got their hands on some kind of technology, whether it's from a foreign government or from another worldly place. They gave it to a private sector and said, see what you can do with this,
Yeah.
And that's what would have happened. It's not the government employees and government scientists. The government scientists and government engineers and government things and all of that. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are probably a lot of competent people that do those jobs, but the best go into the private sector because it pays better. So the smarter, more intelligent scientists and engineers are in the private sector. They're not the ones working for government. They're the C and they're the C plus B minus grade scientists. The private sector are the A plus.
That's where the money is.
Genius people. That's where the money is. I mean, when was the can you think of a genius, an honest to God genius off the top of your head right now that just worked for a government?
No, not even a little bit. But
they owned or ran or worked for a private company, didn't they?
Yeah. The smartest people tend to. Now, with that, I do want to wrap it up. We've hit just over an hour. Nev, as always, thank you for joining me. But I want to show you guys where I am at with my farming. Now, you guys know that I'm not free to play. I did just recently. I say recently. I think it's been about like $40 in the month of May. I took advantage of the double drops and coins and plus I'm not super.
You Kraken, you.
I'm not a. Is that a Kraken level? I don't think it is. I think Rusty.
Not.
I was gonna say I think Rusty Jason would disagree with me. But so I'm 7 of 15. Okay, so I'm missing Ayla Sakura, Bo-Katan, as you saw a few moments ago. And Grievous. Now, and then obviously whatever's next. Now, Grievous is 2 relics away. Which, I don't know. If I'll probably get Grievous maybe by the end of next week if RNG is good. And
really? You don't have a Relic 7 Grievous?
No.
Blimey, I've got a Relic 7 Grievous on all 4 of my accounts.
Do you really? Do you like him?
He's got a ship and he's a GG Nukem.
That's true. So
he's the first character I Relic 7 on all 4 accounts.
Really?
Yep.
All right. You know who the first character I ever relicked was? And it wasn't on this account. It was on the dev account that they gave me when they were still a Game Changers program.
Yeah.
Cup. I took Cup to Relic 7.
I'm not saying that Grievous was the first character I relicked. I'm saying he was the first character I took to Relic 7. I relicked other characters first on those accounts. He was just the first one I took to Relic 7.
So no, it wasn't Relic at the time because the relics weren't out then. It was Gear 12. He was the first one I took to Gear 12, right? Because relics weren't out at the point, so it was Gear 12. But I'm close. I'm close to Grievous. And then obviously Bo-Katan's killing me. This is like such a slow farm. I do 1 to 2 refreshes a day. Just trying to maximize shards, but this will take me another 2
but
weeks.
she's always in the store at the moment, isn't she?
She is, but I'm not buying. I'm trying to maximize crystals.
Yeah, you're not buying thousands of crystals to make all of those purchases. Yeah. I see what you mean.
Because here's the thing, I'm going to need those crystals for those next 5 characters that come out. Right? But Ayla Sakura, I am 4 pieces away from this piece, and then 54 pieces from this. So I mean, 3 or 4 more days, and Ayla is Relic 3, right? Bo-Katan, 3 or 4 more days, she might be 5-star. We'll see. RNG be praised, but
my Bo-Katan is at 5, I think, on my main account at the moment. But I've been farming her ever since she was farmable.
Yeah, I have 2. It's just been really slow going for me.
Some of them are. Some of these new ones have been so grindy, haven't they?
Yeah, the RNG's
Some
been
of these
killing
new
me.
marquees have been so grindy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But here's the thing, and I'm holding off because I don't know what's coming, but I've got and it doesn't take away from anything. I have got Count Dooku ready to relic. But I'm holding off just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case it's one of those things that I need the pieces somewhere else. I could totally see Newt Gunray, Dooku. I could see some of these others, but I just don't know. And so I want to make sure that my fluffy bottom.
You're kind of hedging, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're hedging. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I really want a Asajj Ventress.
You're not the only one, mate. There's probably other people doing the exact same thing you're doing. They're kind of hedging. They're thinking to themselves, I've kind of like making little nest eggs because they're not quite sure where that nest egg's going to get spent, or what characters those resources are going to be expended on.
Exactly.
So you're in the same boat as a lot of other people who are just being cautious. Not going OTT on something until they know what the requirements are.
I don't think. I really don't. Yeah. But like part of me is like this. I really want to gear up zombie. I won't, not yet, but like there's a lot of characters that, like, let's see, my top, like I've always say, my top 85 ends with Biggs right here. And not Biggs, Wedge actually at this point. And I look at that and I'm like, well, who's in that top 85 that's powerful, but still not there yet? And I look at Dengar, for example. Like
in the top what? Sorry, top what?
Top 85?
No. The GAC's top 110 and top 115. No,
what?
Or is it top 110?
What am I thinking?
Top 80? The it's 100 and it's either 105. I think it's 105 and 90 now.
Oh, is that because of the change?
Yeah, because of the change. Yeah.
Oh, so then now I've got to look at my. Let's see, top 105.
You want to be looking. I think it's 105.
That probably puts me down to either Jawa Engineer or Ewok Elder. But even still, looking at these characters, I'm like, there's still some that need a really hard kick in the pants. Infus Nest being one of them, right? Anyways, guys, my voice is all but gone.
All but gone.
Thank you for joining me tonight. I do appreciate it. I always love live streaming. And honestly, even though we talked very little about Star Wars, I had a good time.
We always have a good time.
Yeah. So have a great day out there, guys. Enjoy the summer weather. Wherever you are, stay safe. If it's going to be hot where you are, make sure you stay hydrated. If it's raining, for those of you who are in the South, carry an umbrella and walk softly or something. But thanks, guys, for joining us. Good luck in your own GACs. And may the odds be ever in your favor. May the force be with you.
May the RNG be with you.
May the RNG be with you. This has been Thaddeus and Nev. Nev, are you streaming?
I will be shortly after we finish this call, yeah.
All right, so catch Nev's stream over on Twitch. It's the Escape Podcast Twitch page. Check it out, guys.
No, there's no it's just Escape Podcast.
Gotcha. Oh, thanks, hashtag. Get some soup. Oh, I'm going to need some. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. Great weekend, Nev. Good luck with your show tomorrow. I hear it's going to be a good one.
It will be.
So, this has been Thaddeus and the Nev. Wishing you guys... Wow! Oh my gosh, I forgot that it does that. That's...
Forgot that it does what?
Every time it donates. So anytime someone donates, I get the screaming goat.
Oh, right.
But it's delayed. For whatever
Yeah,
reason,
'cause
it's delayed.
no. Yeah, you've got to remember that there's a 30-second delay on YouTube.
And it freaks me out like every time. Oh, especially if I'm hashtagging. I'm live streaming late at night and I'm down here in the basement with my headphones on. I get like super creeped out super easily. Oh my gosh. Anyways, you guys have a great night. Nev, good luck on your stream. This has been Thaddeus and the Nev. Smile and stay nerdy, my friend.